Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
It's Royal Invasion. I heard your show coming. 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 It's okay if you go. 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 You know who it is, you know what I do. How your ox ride the track, I'm sicker than swine flu. Me, I'm the only true, and he said what he do. Cause my life is like a movie in a theater near you. They ask me how I do it, and I guess it's just a guy in me. Now we friends when I was down, getting signed. I heard his power in the tune. I use mine like a weapon. I call a homie every day, so you know when I'm reppin'. My mama taught me young, I was crawling in diapers, and I use it like repellent for these upright fights. So I ain't worried about your jakes with your little gang hating on me. Success is already mine, it's just waiting on me. He said he rep that blood, well rep that blood, but know that blood is your cuz. Now bring it in for the hugs, I see them jakes throwing signs. Man, who you think you banging on as soon as it get tight? Man, who you think they calling on? I live a blessed life, we ain't got the same chair. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. This light I got a sign, yeah, I'm so rare. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Popping down the street and this chick said, who you talking to? I said the most high and a bad day I'm getting through. She said, you know Snoop? It's prayers that's on loop. I thank her for ties and suits and the gas for the coupe, as well as the air I breathe. Me no greedy tendencies, it's just more than what I need. I accept the blessings, I'm like a walking light bulb. Way I hit them with rain. When I start to levitate, when you stand in the shade. Some pray for prosperity, others pray for their downfall. It's easy as straight talk when you making it phone calls. So how you handle your problems? You lighting up the line. Without releasing to the sky, leave marijuana cloud. Shorty's making it work in pursuit of the rain. Come on, mommy, let me see if you can shake it and praise. Don't wait till you down and out, that means you waited too long. All my prayers get answered. Man, who you think I'm calling on? I live a blessed life, we ain't got the same chair. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. This light I got a sign, yeah, I'm so rare. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. It's okay if you go. 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 I live a blessed life, we ain't got the same chair. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. This light I got a sign, yeah, I'm so rare. Throw that loud in the air, I'm talking about prayers. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up. Yeah, yeah, we throw them up, we throw them up.
Get ready, Charlotte and surrounding area. Order Spirit Productions proudly presents the Great Awakening 2 concert, Saturday, January 13th at Johnson C. Smith University. Small music.
Because the glory belongs to you. Holy Father, you might get some. The spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak. You go to sleep, but I stay. I'm David on the track.
Saturday, January 13th at Johnson C. Smith University. It's Minister Michael Norman. Also on this big show, it's Flea, Tarawa, Jay Spears, Charnel Allen, Brother Shan, and Sister Sephora, and Cassandra O'Neill. It's going down Saturday, January 13th at Johnson C. Smith University. It's the Great Awakening 2 Tour starring Molly Music. Get your tickets now at Eventbrite, StubHub, Ladies Ford Vocational School, New Soul Productions, or call 772 Great Awakening Tour Music.
You don't think you were a queen in your life a green paper. If you knew you had it all already, if you knew you were a king. Well, the best I can offer is to tell you the truth. Mercy changed everything for me and you. But they don't really tell us what we do, did you know? The first Peter 2 and 6 a pleasure for sure. So power to the chosen people who at one point was viewed as an equal. His own chosen people.
10th Hebrew Israelite Summit, January the 18th through the 21st, San Diego, California, hosted by Sakari.
Colin.
Red, blue, and purple is the colors of my nation flag. Fake ass Jews see me fleet, they ain't gotta have one side of my body all bloody like I'm covered in it. Probably cause I stepped under the covenant, I'm covered in it. Blood in and blood out, it's all about the nationality. Picking back, being brewed with my brew bros abundant. Black till you come together, Zephaniah, Tusa, Woo, banging with our brothers. Left side, red, purple, blue.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Royal Descent Family Union, location in Houston. The original music and head rap. Nothing changed but the name. Our brother Bruce Lap was no more division. Said let's unite, so we did. So now we Royal Descent Family Union in July 28th and 29th of 2018. Weekend fellowship, and that's what it's gonna be. You don't want to miss it. Shalom, family, and shalom.
Shalom, Yasha Ali Show, Ephraim the True. I'll be hosting one of the biggest Hebrew gatherings in captivity, Royal Descent Family Reunion, July 28th, July 29th, 2018 in Brewston, Texas. It's going down. If you ain't got your tickets, go get your tickets right now. They're always available before the Sabbath and after the Sabbath. Links are all over social media.
Shalom, everybody. Spotted the Chief, and today, talking about right now, go ahead and get your tickets to be a part of one of the best events that's taking place in 2018. Real talk. We coming together in love and unity, baby, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. I will be performing live, and also a lot of my brothers and sisters is bringing that truth music, going to be hitting the stage also. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. I'm looking forward to having a good time, and looking forward to giving praises to the Most High and coming together as one body. Real talk. So y'all have a blessed one. Let's get it, y'all. Shalom. Yes.
Hey, yo, Shalom, Mashmakai. It's your boy, Brian Israel. And I will be performing live, shutting the stage down, and up for the Most High. July 29, 2018 at the official Royal Descent. It's a family affair going down from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Alexander Deucin Park at 12303 Sunnier Street in Houston, Texas. And the Sabbath Conference will be going down July 28, 2018 from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Eden Event Center. That's 450 North Wayside Drive in Houston, Texas. Let's come together and turn up and do what we were commanded to do, and let's come together and celebrate. Let's get it.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to another episode of Hebrew Hip Hop Awards. Pray everybody's having a good first 2 days of the so-called New Year. What's going on, Asaf?
Not much, man. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. John Boy is nursing his baby. I mean, he's holding the baby. I don't know what's going on, but he'll be on shortly. So I'm just reading his thing. a bunch of stuff is going on. So the first thing I want to say is, pray everybody's doing good. I wanted to just glorify the Father for 1 second, and just say how grateful I am to Him for all that He continues to do for me personally, and then also for the nation. A lot of things are manifesting and coming to pass, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and I see a lot of people being encouraged and being planted. You know what I'm saying, and being where they're supposed to be at. So without talking too long, I just wanted to thank the Most High for allowing us to see that, because that's something that I'm sure our parents, like my dad, they knew, and I'm if he were alive today, I'm sure he would be even more amazed at the growth and the awakening and among everybody. So anyway, just thank the Father for that. And it's a bunch of music that came out just this past week or so, and I'm going to read them off real quick so I forget. But here we go. So Spider and Nevertheless, first of all, I was kind of shocked to see them with a baby face, but I understand what they're doing. So they have a mixtape coming out, Most High Will, on January 28th, called Not Justified, and the cover of it is both of them with their beards shaven. So I see where you're going. I see where y'all going. I'm looking forward to the beard coming back, but I see what y'all doing. I see the message that y'all putting forth through that. So looking forward to that. The brother Seek Truth has just dropped another mixtape. Glad to hear from him. Hadn't heard from him in a while. But he just dropped a mixtape called 100, and you can check that out at Seek Truth. So it's CEEK truth.bandcamp.com. You can check out all of his projects there. Yasharala Nation, a.k.a. Moshe, he just dropped Spiritual Warfare 2. You can check him out, YasharaLaNation.com. I think that's still the website. I apologize if it's not, but I think that's still up. The brother Riggio, who was like constantly evolving, dropped a video to the song I'm Better. It was actually an acapella thing, and I loved it when he dropped the audio, but now he dropped the video. So if you just Google Riggio, Ridgio, and the video is called I'm Better, and just look at it, look at the creativity, especially with the vocals, and continue to support that brother in all the work that he's doing. Amina also dropped a new video for Back to Life. She continues to represent for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? And I know Courtney Blunt Boone is also, the other day was just recording the video. So it's good to see these visuals attached to this powerful message, because it's nothing like seeing people's face and being face to face. So shout out to those who are able to do videos and put them up. John Boy is coming out with Redemption 7 on January 21st. Redemption 7, the title is Just and Unjust. He said it was going to be a controversial album. But, we're looking forward to it, because we need to push the understanding that's the only way we're going to grow is if we speak the truth on the things that we see that still need to be fixed in Israel. That song we heard at the beginning. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
He said it was mirror music.
Right.
Mirror music. That's hard, man. That's all that got to happen. I believe we look at ourselves. Everybody look at themselves, and dog you out. You know what I'm saying? Debate you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then probably pull it together. But I can't wait to hear it. I heard one. A little bit. So
you're looking forward to it too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That first song we heard, I apologize for not saying it in advance, was called Prayers by King Judah, and that's off of the KJV Truth Tape, which is coming soon. He dropped another track called, do I have the name of the track? I forget. But he dropped another track. Oh, it's called Nat Turner's Back. He dropped it like the same day I think that he dropped that song called Prayers, and they were free download. I think they still are. My copy was free. I downloaded it on his SoundCloud page, so it's KYNG. Judah is his name. And I guess he dropped that as well. Then there's Baruch Bar Judah, who was, I think he in Columbus, Ohio. I hope I'm saying that right. But he dropped a song called Free on his YouTube page. And if you go listen to it again, Baruch Bar Judah, and just put in Free, he took this dope sample. I know 2 weeks ago we did the category of best sample song or something, but that sample he got on there was like amazing and mind blowing. So check him out. I'm not sure if it's coming out with a project soon, but support the brother either way. And then last but not least, Ralph Kinsley, a.k.a. Kai Shawab, is coming out with the Golden Blood mixtape. Coming soon. So I'm going to take a breath. Okay. A lot of music coming. A lot of music coming out. And it's good. It's good to be in your work, in your craft and producing and creating. I have been thinking about that a lot lately too, that when we are creative, that's when we are fulfilling our purpose, a portion of our purpose, because the Creator created beings in His own image. So why not be creative? Whatever your talent is, even if it's something as what we would call small as hospitality, definitely get to it. Because we need all of that for this body to function the way it's supposed to function. So tonight's category is Most Creative Artist, and the nominees are Panah, Riggio, Spider the Chief, Rap by Ben Israel, Truth Music, Hadassah Queen O, Toria, and Eliyahu Yisrael. So 8 nominees tonight for the category. We are winding down on this Hebrew Hip Hop Awards, 6 more weeks. Episode 24. We'll tell everybody who won their box of matzos. We'll let you all know then, and then we'll probably ship it off, or we'll give you a coupon to go to Giant or whatever your local grocery store is and buy your own box. Maybe we'll send you a recipe on how to make it yourself. That's probably the best thing, because the box version is disgusting. So, all right. Okay, so so we're going to go ahead and jump into this. First up is, who I say? Oh, Panah, of course. Oh, also Panah got a video out. I can't think of the name of it. But
Joe?
No, the other one where it's like a video, like a VCR recording. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the name of it. I watched a little bit of it. Oh.
Yeah, like what is going on in Panah's brain? We don't care, we like it. So up first is Panah. This song was called Colorful Vanity, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
Some things you just can't put your finger on. Your world got me feeling, ain't no love for it, and my sky is the ceiling, but I'm wanting more, and yeah, I'm all in my feelings, cause I love this before you know. Listen, I feel nothing according to them colorful stories, and I know that you feel this. The code is the realest, so I'm living to travel through. Listen, to where love is so pure, the colors of fortune, I just couldn't ignore it. A life in the lobby, we tasting that soda, stretch weighted Pilates, and vacating in Florida. This lane is a hobby, bang bang is karate. Can't play with the Cardis, or you facing the Cobra. My players is Ivy, can't play or get Ivy. Put the flame to the broccoli, this is pain just embodied. Then the day sat behind me, felt the change up inside me, awakening zombie. This was beautiful life. Shimmering, and I had enough of the villain. I told my mother I'm living. There was a covenant in it, because this love was from above. Now I'm becoming a pilgrim. See, all I wanted was the colors of a chameleon. My flame's just roaring, my pain is important. So babe, don't ignore me, but no face could cure it. Your world got me feeling, ain't no love for it, and my sky is the ceiling, but I'm wanting more, and yeah, I'm all in my feelings, cause I love this before you know. Listen, I feel nothing according to them colorful stories, and I know that you feel this. The code is the realest, so I'm living to travel through. Listen, to where love is so pure, the colors of fortune, I just couldn't ignore you, baby. The wrist so rocky, look, time can't move me. Necklace is sloppy, nickname is droopy, like them letters in Scooby. I'm Rocky shining, my galaxy white, could mistake for Coogee. I'm making movies like it's 86, but I'm just a product too. What they shape me in, I'm breaking night, just to break me in. Turn this cane to night, you a Cain and Nick. The grass is withered and the flower faded, cause new rose delivered, popping from the grave. I put on to my city, but still won't escape it. So I told my city that I'm overrated, and my soul is really in a lonely place and can't control my pity for the road I'm facing. Your world got me feeling, ain't no love for me, and my sky is a ceiling, but I'm wanting more, and yeah, I'm all in my feelings, 'cause I love this before you know. Listen, I feel nothing according to them colorful stories, and I know that you feel this. The code is the realest, so I'm living to travel through. Listen, to where love is so pure, the colors of fortune, I just couldn't ignore it. I just couldn't ignore it. I just couldn't ignore it. Yeah. There's one thing that seems impossible. Just think of a new color that you never seen before. Yeah. Panah. All I wanna know is why is it over? Wanna know it, yeah. One more. You wouldn't know it, yeah. All I wanna know is why is it over? You wouldn't know it, yeah. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it.
Yep, that was Panah. That song was called Colorful Vanity. And I really like Panah. You know what's funny about him is that he's exactly who he appears to be on the track. So he's like a hippie. But I like that. And I think you know it's true. You think the same thing when you met him. He was like, oh, it's really who you are.
No, he really laid back, man. Cool dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that video I was trying to think of, it's called Now I Know. So that's the name of it, Now I Know. And it's really creative. But anyway, so I think for a long time I have, Panah's like a mystery to me. So you got to really listen closely to what he's saying to catch all the metaphors. And a lot of times I'd be too busy body rolling to the beats to really listen to him because it's not like playing what he's talking about. It's true, I'm being honest. But I like him though.
Body roll to that.
I body roll to everything. It don't matter. It could be like I love King Jesus song, and I'll be like body rolling it to it. It's okay. But I like how he is continuing. Oh, let me back up for a second. So the category is most creative artists, and it's true music artists that have. I'm just gonna read what I wrote down. I don't know, whatever. True music artists that excel in promoting the idea of a peculiar people in 2017. So take that for whatever you want that to mean to you personally. We always encourage everybody to be involved in this whole process, from the nominees to whatever, even the feedback. But what I like about his creativity is that he continues to like evolve. So his messages are they can easily be played on the radio, but the way in which he reaches the people is creative. So like I said, with that video, Now I Know, he done did the whole doggone thing based off of something that really happened to him. He got into a car accident, so he is recreating the night, recreating the night using the concept of a VHS video tape. Like, and who do that? You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that he is not limited by like art. He's not limited by art. Like, he is art. He's constantly doing different things, and he's not trapped into a box of true music. Not that there is a box, but it could be a box where you're talking about shalom and shalom, and you know what I'm saying. There's no J in the Hebrew. You could be doing that, but he don't do that. He. Hey, John.
I think he. What's going on, John? Yeah,
I was on mute. Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, I think what you're trying to say, and I think it's a problem with a lot of people. Just being himself. He's comfortable with being himself. He ain't trying to fit in to the group. He doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? And all his albums, he do what he do. His kind of music that he like. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a matter of, because a lot of people just be trying to fit in to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But not Panay. Panay is always coming from where he at. You know what I'm saying? And that's a matter of knowing who you are and being comfortable with who you are. You know what I'm saying? As an individual and the creativity that might come out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to rate him real quick. So I would give him a 10 because there ain't too many people that is, like I said, constantly like doing other stuff. He's not limited by nothing. But go ahead, Asar.
Okay. 12 for me, super creative. And like I said, it's the individualism. Anybody can go in and mimic what John Boy do. You know what I'm saying? I listen to John Boy over and over and over and over and over. And then I say, man, well, this what he doing here and this what he doing there. Then I go do it. But that ain't really creativity. Creativity is how would you play that beat? How do that, what you do, doing what you do. And in the category of most creative, I think that's key in it. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to fit into no box, but doing you. Like a Music Soul Child came out doing him. What was her name? Michelle India Ari. You know, these people that do their own thing. They don't try to fit into no scope. Even what's the song, the white girl from London?
Oh, Alice Russell. I love you. You mean her? No, I'm sorry.
No, not her. The other one with the song Hello and Rolling Mountain. Huh? Adele. That's her name. Mm-hmm. She came out now. Now they trying to do her. You know what I'm saying? But she came out doing her. You understand what I'm getting at? These are the creative people. R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? He came out doing him. Now people trying to do what R. Kelly do. You know what I mean? And it's really bandwagon. Not that that these people aren't creative. You know what I'm saying? That follow bandwagons or find their art form in another's creativity. If you understand what I'm saying. So I think that's key in choosing it. Who is really into them, and they ain't trying to, follow nobody's cab, but bringing the creativity as the Most High gave it to me, or gave it to them or that individual, and that go with anybody in your gift. Forget standards. You know what I'm saying? Use your mind, how the Most High gave it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, yeah.
I do want to throw this out there too. This is exactly what you're saying, but I like the sports metaphor everything. Like when Jordan came out, you had Jordan. Jordan was being Jordan, and then Kobe kind of was being Jordan. So when they say who is the greatest or who is like Jordan, they always say Kobe because Kobe mimicked everything Jordan did. But when it comes to creativity and the actual greatest player of all time, and LeBron James, they kind of play him short. I just want to throw that out there. That LeBron James is that guy. Yeah,
not at all.
Let me just throw that out there. But you're right.
Another conversation. We can take that conversation up to the board pot.
Right.
That's what we do. I got a lot of stuff to look. Even Kyrie. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we can go there. We can go there. But yeah, like creativity, man. Like I don't think a lot of us is being creative when it comes to the true music. I think we all box putting ourselves in the box because we see what get views and we see what we know what people want to hear. We all know as artists what people want to hear. And I think that we kind of play in that role more than just being ourselves, because ourselves may not get the views off top, but if you consistently just be yourself, you will make your own lane. And Panay always did that. at the beginning, he didn't have a lot of views, but he consistently stayed who he was. And now you got people in schools, in Catholic schools talking about Panay music. So Panay, if you want to make an impact, you have to be yourself. Nobody cares about the Kobe's at the end of the day because you just trying to be like LeBron. I mean, you trying to be like Jordan. We care about the LeBrons because them guys are the ones who we gonna look at as the best. And I yield.
Bypass Jordan on that one. We'll stop there.
I don't know. I don't know.
I also think too that being comfortable and being comfortable in who you are is that's the key to everything. Like I think age for me has made me be like I am who I am and that's all that I am. Like Popeye said a long time ago. But being comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Because we are shaped in that kind of mindset where you feel like you gotta like if you think about going back to being a kid, you know what I'm saying? You're a kid and you go to school and they tell you to sit still and to be this way, right? And now you like running around like robots, right? And then so you just like this constant conforming. You have to conform. So when you become an adult and you start to come into the fullness of who you are according to who the Most High made you, you still got to fight against trying to please people's perception of who you are. But you are who you are, and you can't even hide that. Like it'll come out eventually, right? So even among artists, I find that interesting, John, because I'm not an artist. I play one on Monday nights, but I like to. I think that's interesting that you said that you know what the people like, but then there's still like a struggle within people about the portfolio. That's interesting to me, and I think we should have a conversation about that later on. But yeah, be yourself, and those that's gonna love you, they're gonna love you because everybody has a part to play. Like if you're the ankle bone, then that's just as good as the pinky. That's just as good as your left nostril. So if we look at the body like that, each individual portion has its place for it. And I think, like I was saying in the beginning about seeing how everybody is taking their place. People are doing what they can do, where they are. It's beautiful. And it gives all of us, I think, hope in that you don't have to be a leader, air quote. You can lead from where you are, and that'll be good enough. So I would say the same thing for true music artists, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. That's why I like this category tonight, because it shows that there is no box, even for truth music, even though it's a relatively new genre. It should not be limited. I hope it don't get limited. Never know, but
I think everything that's going on, we got to know that the wheat mixed in with the tear. So we understand that the Most High prevail. And then that is important, being comfortable in your skin. Abraham wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? No, you keep that. Just feed my guys, we good. You keep that. I ain't going to let you say I blew up on you. You know what I'm saying? It's trusting God. He said, I'm a pilgrim in the earth. Now, I'm talking to one of the guys at the job. You know what I'm saying? Everything we follow vain things. He tell me when he put on his Jordans, and look at them, he just feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, man, I don't know what you feel good about losing out on $350, man, if I'm chasing trends and stuff like that. But Abraham was a pilgrim in the earth. When I read writings, I think that's become the biggest problem with me because in this existence, right? Man, you gonna like me for what you see coming out of me, not nothing on the outside of me. And then if you're dealing with me, I know that you're dealing with me for what you see coming out of me, not from no image that I paint for you or none of that, because I'm me everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? They told me I got a ghetto demeanor. Hilarious. But ain't nothing. Well, I do got my business voice. Tamar talked about me like a dog when I turned on my.
It was the worst thing ever. It was the worst story. I'll tell you later over some sake, John.
It ain't no secret, man. All you guys do it. You know, you get in your interview mode and you use the words correctly, and you know what it is.
Proliferous, profusely. Right.
Yeah.
You just saying words.
Nice.
All right.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we're going to jump back into the nominees. Up next is Riggio, and this song is called Book of Dreams, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
I took a dream and turned to real so y'all can see the difference. Please believe me, I'm a believer, hope y'all believe it. I took the scenic route, destroyed the path behind me, so the fire won't keep following me, it ain't no road to find me. I see graves in this world from the blue. I see pages in this book of dreams we came to see them through. I fill out the lost agenda to the society around me. My girl proud of me, she never seen nobody write this song. She ain't never seen a man that speak his feelings out his heart, to speak his mind so he can find the truth and put it down. This is not scary. Demons I see always choose to back out and backtrack and backfire. What's that about? I'm back now. Came back with my backbone, my back strong. I'm back on. I got back my backpack with both straps. They strapped on. Bag up, y'all too close, y'all too sweet. Y'all glucose and fructose and dextrose. I'm next on your guest list. Never knew fear was useless. I never knew the fear you choose, fear you usually lose to. My favorite color red, the fire that's behind it. That's the desire that's in me that took me higher. I'm fine, I treat everybody like family, regardless the ones who next to me. This is not a test to see who better than me. I found you do that, now you bound to be me. This the ultimate reality, your fantasy. Imagine me climbing up rooftops screaming, God, you see we did it, now we here speaking clearly. You the one we need to hear about. Hard to make your mark and that's a part of it. I'm hardly in my hardest position. My heart can feel to be a quarter walking through the streets. You feel the heat that I'll be speaking. It's a dream in your imagination. Choose who you should be. This is all due to concentration and actions that truly speak. So watch the words about your mouth and you can smack the talking backwards. The highest of them all right here, no doubt about it. I took a chance and leap. That's what faith about. It's hard to keep your faith with all that fake around you. This a race and I'm in first place, ain't no way around it. Here's the connection between fantasies and dreams and magic. Your fantasies, your dreams, it take magic to make it happen. This is all spiritual. This is all biblical. This is all quoted in scripture. We all human. We got the power to make life out of nothing. Put your life up on the line and put your life up into something. Take out the bears and lions. There's power in your bite. That's that power that's with you. That's why you gotta keep fighting. This is not a battle between flesh and blood. It's what's behind it. And this world is black and white, so the color, it don't mean nothing. Turn back to him. Your clock is winding down. We out of time. This is a book of directions, so you know just where to find it. Came back with my back on, my back strong. I'm back on. I got back my backpack with both straps. They strapped on. Boy, back up. Y'all too close. Y'all too sweet. Y'all glucose and fructose and dextrose. I'm next on your guest list.
Again, that was Riggio. That song was called Book of Dreams. And he, he's always, for what I see, very creative. He actually reminded me of underground dudes back in Chicago when I was a teenager. So he kind of got that vibe to him. But yeah, he's always, this to his new project, which is called World of Dreams, where that song is off of. It's a bunch of different sounds on that, you know what I'm saying? So I like his creativity in that he samples sounds or tracks that may not be kind of popular among so-called black people. You know what I'm saying? I like, that kind of stuff. So that's what makes him creative. Also, he partners up with a little bit. He partners up with a brother named Amos Wright, who is an actual artist. So them together, I think they're on tour right now in Chicago, doing shows, hosting shows, like little, open mic type things. So they them together. You know, that's even being creative. So not limiting the music again to so-called Hebrew, just to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And from his videos that he put out, to his music, to the visuals, to the art design on his project, he definitely is, I think, one of the top creative true music artists out there. Period. No matter what your understanding is. So I give him a 10 as well.
Yeah, I really like this dude. He reminds me of the guy. I think he's from New York, if I'm mistaken. He came out a couple of years ago, and he had like this different, almost like this Biggie type of swag to him, but it was more, I want to say, more intellectual. His name was Godson. I think his name was Fred the Godson. Yeah, you hear to him?
Fred Godson, dope. Super dope.
Yeah, he's super dope. Super dope. Yeah. And this is the type of feel I get from this brother, is that same type of vibe. Cause I was listening to him heavy too, man, when they first hit the scene, where he first they started, promoting him. And he was just something different than everything we was listening to. It was Lil Wayne's and stuff that was out, but he was bringing a different vibe, but still the same culture, but a different vibe to it. And he was very creative, and he still is creative. And I think this brother has that type of, I can't even say it right, but just that same type of vibe to him. And I want to hear some more from you. I'm going to check out that album too. You say World of Dreams?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
World of Dreams. Yeah, I like this brother. I'm going to give him a 10 just off the jump, because this right here was dope. I like that fructose and glucose and all that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this brother.
He'd be spazzing out. I ain't gonna lie. I actually met the brother actually from my home class. And he working, man. He working. And just like Panay, he doing him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what make him super dope. He ain't trying to fit in. And and in that, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta have faith in what the creativity that you bringing forth. And he's super creative with the videos, like Tamar said, also with the music. He also, I'm trying to think, I think the name of his album before this one was 22.
Yeah, 22
Winner. 22 Winner. And he spazzed out on that. He got a great energy to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got a great energy. So I love the brother. I get a brother a 10 too, man.
Definitely.
Sorry, y'all.
Definitely 10. It's all good. You know how you know how it be.
I got a bunch of kids. I got a bunch of kids, and I'm a kid, so that's four kids.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be 30, man. I'm feeling the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure to drink prune juice. I'm feeling like I need some beans around the house. I'm feeling the pressure.
Like, what
oh
is
my
that
goodness.
Smell?
Right. Oh man. But it was something I was about to say. Oh yeah, about this type of music. I know you had mentioned Tamar. You say this is not the popular. I know you were joking, but I know a lot of people that I'll give you the benefit. I know a lot of people that don't really like a lot of trap music or a lot of trap beats. I'm particularly one of them. I do a lot of trap beats because I have to do a lot of trap beats, but I like to do stuff like this. I like the more what's the word? It's a shiny word. When you say it just sounds shiny. No, that sounds like backyard Elmo. Yeah, that's a costume party type word. I just picture people in costumes when I say hippie hoppity. No, I mean it's like it's real. I forget the word, man, but it's definitely something like it's more spiritual connection when the bass is there, but it ain't as prevalent. You can hear the brother better. You can understand him better.
Right.
And he's forced to say something that makes sense consistently.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So, on beats like those, you can tell who are the most creative because now all we hearing is you. That bass line come in and it feels good. Right. But now we listening to you. And I think this brother is very talented. Because you have to be talented to do beats like these consistently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's amazing to me. That's something I never even thought about. Is turn the music down. We'll see how dope you are on the lyrics.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Turn the beat off. A lot of these jakes dead. No, you're like, what did he say? I'm telling you, because a lot of it ain't really intellectual. It ain't really, from the core. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because rap is RAP, rhythm and poetry. So the pattern of the rhyme should hold its own beat, you know what I'm saying, or flow, to it. So it should be able to hold the people, you know what I'm saying, without the beat, you know what I'm saying. But if you take the beat away, a lot of these rhymes is dead, man.
Yeah.
That's just honesty.
And that's the scary thing of being an artist, or trying to be an artist, because it tests if you really are an artist. And I'm not big on freestyling. I'm not big on none of that stuff. So I do rely on the beat a lot. And so I know it's a lot of people who don't need a beat. And I really am, what's the word? I really am impressed. I'm not see ever since I've been on these calls with Tamar, all my conversations have been thinking of these words. And usually I'm not like that. I'm just talking. I'm just gonna talk my stuff. But now I'm like, hold on, let me find a big word. No, you know what? That was all. I'm leaving all that in 2017, the calendar year, and I'm moving on to this new calendar year.
I'm here to encourage you to do a little better. That's my job on the earth.
No. Well, I want to be the old me. I want to go back to the old ways.
I'm still gonna think my job is to make you.
But no, I really do appreciate the brothers who don't need a beat, and a lot of them don't get no love because we want to hear the beat, but the most talented ones don't need a beat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump to the phone line real quick, and then we'll get back into it. So 939-308. Your line. Who's this?
Hey, Shalom family, Angelo or Halak Malak, traveling messenger.
What's going on,
how you doing, brothers and sisters?
Shalom.
Hey, I hope everything's good with y'all. I think you were trying to say earlier the instrumental beats, like not instrument, acoustic. That is like guitar bass and rhythm.
Yeah, it sounds shiny.
Yeah, the acoustic. I think that's the word you were trying to find, but I agree with that. That's the only reason I'm calling. I was just listening, but I was like, that's exactly what I was trying to say too. Because I've been talking about that too. That the music, obviously, the artist and the words are a part of it, but it's also the beats. Like when I'm not a fan of the trap music neither, to be honest. Because like what I was just saying, most of these cats, you take the trap beat music out, they're not artists. They just sing along. But the acoustics or the more instrumentals, like they have either a guitar bass or a drum bass, or it sounds like jazz. Like you could just listen to the instrumental without even the artist on it, and it still fly.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing I wanted to say. But man, I enjoyed listening to y'all. And y'all be blessed and keep doing what y'all do.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
And any other and if you hear me not being able to come up with these words, just call in and help a brother out. I appreciate it.
Dictionary.
I was just thinking about that beat. The same. Before I started listening to the show earlier today, I was thinking the same thing, that a lot of artists, like, because that more jazz, like you were saying earlier, it's more soulful. That's the reason it's called soul music. But it's more like you're at peace. You feel me? Like, 'cause there's some hip hop songs or some rap songs, even in this truth music. You hear the beat drop, and you're like, "Damn, I'm ready to go to war!" Like, so and there's other beats that it's calm, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the instrumentals is a big part of the music. It's rhythm, it's frequencies, and if you're always on a negative aspect, even when people are making beats, when they on that, you can feel their energy on their beat. You can feel what they're trying to put forward. So, I mean, I hear that. I definitely hear that. And now, again, y'all do what y'all do. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing this work. And I love y'all for what y'all do. All praises to the Most High. And I'm going to yield back. And y'all be blessed.
Okay, thank you so much. We love you, too.
All praise.
Yeah, lifeline. I'm good.
I thank you for saying that, bro. You know, in all due truth, like I was just thinking when Tamar came in and she started talking about all the, you know, doing all the announcements, playing all the commercials, you know, and the only thing we not asking people for nothing. We just trying to promote our people. And we've been paying out and working, and you know, we need to be encouraged as well. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have said, man, we love what y'all do. Well, this my piece. You know what I'm saying? This my piece doing this work, trying to connect these brothers and just trying to keep understanding on the table. You know, not so much as knowledge, but just understanding that, you know, we called to be a people. Isaiah 51, he say, "Oh, my nation," you know, getting us past minor things that hold us back. In the nation is never a nation. Even when you read, you know, in the scrolls, you read, you know what I'm saying, that it was always altars to other gods. It was always other, you know, in this nation. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't following the Most High in the nation. So it's going to be different factions. It's going to be different minds. But nevertheless, we are a nation. You know what I'm saying? Them just my crazy cousins. You know what I'm saying? They cool too. And I don't think they had no intentions on hurting me so long as I'm walking in, you know, the spirit or the anointing of the Torah and the law and what it should reflect, the light that it should reflect to others in me. You know what I'm saying? So we can stop pointing the finger like it's saying Isaiah 58. Stop putting forth the finger and be a people. And that's the work we do. And I thank you for saying that, bro. Stay tuned, man. We got more. We got the Brewing Pot coming up, doing a series in February, Plight of a People, up first, More Than a Nigga. So we're going to bring this work. We're going to do this work for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And the book say, exhort one another. You know, so I just wanted to say that, man. I appreciate you because it's a lot of work being done. Tamar and myself, a lot of stuff I had no idea about with the computer. I have learned to be able to pull some of this stuff that we're doing off. So I thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. All right, back over to you, Sister Tamar. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So up next is Spider the Chief, and this song is called Alcohol and a Harlot. Great name. And as always, listen to the lyrics. Here it goes.
When the bartender said last call it, I would call it. Had a lot of late nights with alcohol and a harlot. Alcohol and a harlot. Alcohol and a harlot. Had a lot of late nights with alcohol and a harlot. When the bartender said last call it, I would call it. Had a lot of late nights with alcohol and a harlot. Alcohol and a harlot. Alcohol and a harlot. Had a lot of late nights with alcohol and a harlot. Before the truth, I used to party like a rock star with sorcery and kept a lookout for them cop cars. Switching women like a song I didn't wanna hear. Fiends calling and wanna know where the rock star. Franklin chasing all the time, that was the daily mission. 211 in my bottle, drinking while I'm whipping. When it came to them chips, I mashed the gas and started dipping. After that, called up a harlot, like glue I was sticking. Man. Judges, chapter 16, verse 1.
Then went Samson to Gaza, and saw there in harlot, and went in unto her. These harlots be not international, you then suck you dry. They hypnotize you with their body, can't believe your eyes. You can find them in any race or any size. If you took her home to mama, she would think you lost your mind. Look at the way that she dressed. Look at the way that she walk. Head turning, cars stopping, thinking about sex when they talk. They get up in your head, next thing you know, you lost your power. You thinking everything was cool, like a summer shower. Wow. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 15. Know ye not your bodies are the members of Christ? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of the harlot? God forbid. When the bartender said last harlot, I would call it. Had a lot of late nights with alcohol and the harlot. Alcohol and the harlot.
That was Spider the Chief. That song was called Alcohol and a Harlot. And I love Spider the Chief. He's got to be one of the nicest guys I've ever met in this here truth. And that's true. He really is a nice guy. But beyond him being nice, he is another one that like excels in everything that he does. And from the video production, like as far as being creative, another thing to note would be being willing to like assign to learn a new skill. So he wasn't initially, he's all about no. So he always had a studio that he desired to venture into videography. And so then he started doing his own videos. Then he did other people's videos. So now he's doing that, and that's his gift. And he does photography. So he's creative in all those different ways. And if you look at his discography, his music that he's come out with, it's evolved over the years. And he partners with other people, and there's no stopping his desire to put out quality music. And from the videos to even the sounds that he makes. So like a lot of times, I know that singing can be awkward for people, but he's even sung on a bunch of tracks, like especially from that thing Go Harder for the Father was the first album that he was singing on. But who do that? You know what I'm saying? But he did it, and it sounds good, sounds great, and so he's very creative, and I can't not give him a 10 because he's another one that is in his own lane, not trying to be like nobody else, but is constantly going above and beyond. And interestingly enough, he is our feature on Psalm Sundays, which is on our website, 2nkt.com. If you click on the link that says link with the artist, this is where the Psalm Sundays is every Sunday. It goes up around 11 o'clock each Sunday, but it is profiling a true music artist that we've interviewed in the past. So then we put a link to their actual page where you can buy their music, and then we also put a link there for when we first interviewed them on Hebrew Bars and Verses, which airs each and every Tuesday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. But he's on there. He's this week's feature, and there's actually a link to one of the great videos I've seen in true music, which is what's it called again? Skydiving. Duh. It's called skydiving. So take a look at it if you don't know that already. For him to even think that and put it into being is just nuts to me. But a 10 for Spider all the way.
Yeah. When I think about creativity, it doesn't necessarily always mean that just because you're thinking outside the box is going to work out for you. I think, when we see people like Lady Gaga, to me, that creativity was weird. Cool. And it wasn't Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how she was. Yeah, I mean, it ended up working out for her, but that type of creativity is not always going to be accepted. So just because we use the word creativity doesn't mean that everybody is doing something revolutionary. It's some creative people who do the weirdest stuff. So, but I'm just saying that to say this category is full of creative people, creativity of these brothers and sisters who do excellent work. I think between me, honestly, from the people I've been listening to for years, and not just the newer brothers, but Panah, Spider, And there was another brother back in the day. His name slipped my mind. C, beginning with a C. I forget the brother's name, but they were super creative. Like they didn't, they always did stuff that, you know, when the truth music was first like catching wind to a lot of brothers and sisters, they, you know, it wasn't totally accepted. But after a while, you're like, okay, I'm sick of hearing the same old heavy bass line, Shayas and Yahayas and Yeshayas, and now it's the Yahuwah and Yeshua. So Yahuwah and it's catching on that we are sometimes we kind of simplify the truth music when it should be creative. All of the work should be super creative, and not everybody is creative, but that doesn't mean you can't do good work. So I mean, I hope everybody understands me, but I think these people in this category are very creative. Some of the most creative brothers and sisters with the music is in this category, and I'm giving him 10, but I want to say what Spider is doing and Panah and them doing, they making this thing more popular, whether we believe it or not, because they going into the realms of people who, you know, that are not into the trap thing, you know, the heavy bass, and they are bringing people in from straight out the churches. Like I say, it was a young Catholic, a girl going to a Catholic school, knew Panah, and played his music. This is a Catholic school. Like, what? That's weird. But they are allowing this truth music to become more popular, and it would be more prosperous for brothers and sisters who putting a lot of money and effort into their work, like Amina, like Beloved Dahoud, like Ash Rakar, Ash Asheral and them. Everybody's putting a lot of effort into their projects. So it's gonna be we are opening a lot of doors up, is what I'm saying. And these brothers are the forefront of it. I think, in my opinion.
No doubt about it. It's the rise and subdue thing. It's not something, Isaiah 34:16 say, seek ye out of the book and read. None of these shall fail. So it's saying that we should be looking to happen, and Judah should subdue and be lead and be out front, and that's on every avenue. We should be known. Isaiah 51, it says that your seed shall be known as among the Gentiles as the seed that the Most High blessed. So we look for these things happening, and and get our opinions out the way, and we see how He moving in the hearts of the people. You know what I'm saying? Creating. The only thing, the people is the stiff-necked people. They don't want to roll with the plan. You know what I'm saying? They want to put their opinion and do all this other stuff, but just stand on the course. So we look to the hearts of the people. True music is. I just played on the page maybe 2 hours of true music video. Quality video. You see what I'm saying? So we just keep swinging. Everybody keep playing their part, and definitely love one another. Choose one another. You know what I'm saying? Because once we get to their ear, just like the Kendrick Lamar thing led a lot of people to Punk God the Jew, which led them to his album, which he had. He was on there. Ephraim the Truth was on there. Brother Obadiah. So and we look, and besides looking at ourselves and what we're doing, because remember, he said, he's in Job, in the book of Job, he said, he filleth up your instructions in your head in the midst of the night. So I believe if we're in this truth and want to see this kingdom, then he even told us what our gift is and what we should be doing with them. We just get in the way. That's the whole transgression. That's the sin. We get in the way of this plan that they called for the beginning. So we continue to look for what's happening on Earth. And what's happening on Earth is this true music is moving 1,000,000 miles a minute, whether we see it or not. There's a lot of turmoil within the true music because they don't want to be a family. Or they want to oppose one another, want to be throwing shots and throwing. And it ain't about that. It's about waking up to Earth with the gift the Most High gave you, you know what I'm saying? No count banging, no divisions among us. I love you. I don't care what you do because you got to go to that judge. Whether you believe in the New Testament or not, both testaments say throne coming and every knee gonna bow. Right. So everybody go. So and you don't go for what I do, and I don't go for what you do. So what you going for? You going for all that stuff you talking because it's about doing it. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled program. Spider, another chief, and I agree, John. Everybody in the category is super creative and super on their own. Alcohol and Heart, it was cool. It was creative. But, wilderness music, super creative. A whole nother level. It was basically the same thing Riggio did with beatbox and, and he rapped over his own beatbox. The skydiving, the video, and the creativity in that. And a lot of that Spider do. And Spider said he's going to come with for the street album. I think the last time we chopped it up with him. But I see him and Nevertheless back together, and that's always a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, man, highest squad reunion, let's get it. Where's King David? Green guy. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. But and I think that overall, Never and Spider, really is the lead. The go-getters to probably make that move. And I can't wait to hear their album. But Spider get a 10 from me. And 10 on the hustle, 10 on the personality, 10 on, being a true servant of the Most High.
Indeed.
And with that in mind, just real quick, I know we played it in the beginning, but January 13th, this Saturday at Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte, North Carolina, it'll be the Great Awakening 2 concert. Last week we talked with Minister Michael Norman, who is heading up all that about, and the PZ was on the phone with Supply and the Har. Who else was there? I forget. Shemai Judah, who is PZ's manager. Anyway, but their brother's doing a lot of good work too through Soul of the Spirit Productions, which is Minister Michael Norman's production company. They are looking to put out they are looking to go to every HBCU in the country to bring forth this true music. So it's a lot of stuff going on. And if you're in these towns, in these areas, the best thing we could do, if we're able to do, is go and support and show up and let these brothers and sisters know that we see what they're doing, you know what I'm saying, and support them. So a lot of stuff going on, and that I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome of that. Of that movement. But it's people putting, like you said, people putting their money behind this stuff, and they doing it for real. And not their money, because all the stuff belongs to the Most High, but they putting their efforts towards this great awakening for real. And we see the fruit coming to pass. That the harvest is white, but the labors are few. So those of us that know to do our work, then we just got to do it, and we tunnel vision. We don't let nothing distract us. That's the goal. So up next is Rap by Ben Israel. And this song was called Crucify, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
Backseat rolling with the clips, trying to throw them for the willing, hoping they forget.
Look, if you think bad, let's think plain. I know the Messiah got the pressure going insane. In the flames, cause I bang for the change, elevating my brain a higher plane on the mid-top. This house cut them off the tree and grab me like I'm supposed to be. We supposed to be high roller, please. How you gonna see the energy? I proceed to crucify me. Johnson's team ready to go. They grab my coat to provoke the anger and create the danger. Speaking Hebrew seems to be illegal. At the turn seafood, so it says an eagle flying the line of Mount Zion. Hear the war. Match 24, hear the rumors of war. Heard the ships offshore. I'm just walking to the store back and forth, but I won't sit back no more. Changing the nation, anticipate what I jot down. Fifth out work, and you hear that in the background. Dog pound puff corrupt. See you stuck in a mental rut, but I held you up. Did I build you up? You know I call the queen, but I'm all the time when I shine.
Got to see fooling with the clips. Tryna throw all the different Lord willing, hoping they forget. I can't get the Got to see fooling with the clips. Tryna throw all the different Lord willing, hoping they forget. I can't get the
Again, that was called Crucified. That's rapped by Ben Israel off of his newest release, which is called General Emmanuel. And he's been nominated several times this season, so I'm not sure what else we could say about him. But definitely creative in the use of samples. I think that's what I personally like, is that each track I'm waiting to hear what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of that, the message in his music is real meaty, and I appreciate that. You know, so he's again not being limited to the music should feed everybody, right? So it's good to know you're a Hebrew. I found that I'm a Hebrew. I found out I'm a Hebrew. But once I found I'm a Hebrew, now what? You know what I'm saying? And so I think that one thing I said about Rabbi is that he is where you go to get fed. So you a lot of artists put out like basic information, but I think he's one of those. I don't even know nobody else in true music that's even putting out this kind of that's taking note of the Hebrew language, that's taking note to the meaning of it, like that kind of stuff. It's good, you know what I'm saying? And it's good to have a balance even within the true music. But he's the only one I know that's doing that. So shout out to him for being unashamed and bringing forth that message. And for being creative continually. He's been in the music game for a long, long time. And I want to say thank you to him personally, because tomorrow we're going to have on a brother whose name is Heaven Raiser, who used to be with Wu-Tang Clan. So he put us in connect with that brother who know who he is. So that's what time it is. It's putting us all together so that when those brothers and sisters find out who they are in the industry, they can come home and really feel at home, even in their craft, and changing the message of the music to what it is. So anyway, but definitely tens for Rabbi.
Yeah, Rabbi, to me, he I know it's a lot of brothers who do teaching their music, but I think he's one of the better teachers when it comes to using music as a platform to teach.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that is difficult to understand, but he do break it down. And even in songs, he try to break it down for you to understand. And you can just hit him up and ask him stuff.
Right.
Ask him about the songs. So, but yeah, I do think he is, the way he teach with the music, it just fits perfect to me. And a lot of people do teach through the music, and I think he's one of the more creative teachers through the music. And I give him a 10 too on creativity and being, somebody who's, because a lot of people don't teach Hebrew in a way that you can understand it. And for him to try to do it with a song is even better. Like the ABCs, everybody know the ABC song. So I think that's his approach to teaching.
Right. Yeah, I give Rabbi naturally a 10, man, because he got the hip hop thing down. The hip hop thing he got, it's the Hebrew hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So he got the hip hop thing down pat. A lot of them weighty stuff. I don't know if a guy gonna get it all in the song. So, but he got the hip hop thing, so he know how to deliver it. You know what I'm saying? His delivery is pretty trained. You know what I'm saying? He know how to deliver that stuff. So, but of course he's 10. But I think he got a nice mix because he don't just do Hebrew word songs. You know what I'm saying? He do a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So with the create, so you know, and you know, he got stuff that you probably really can body roll to Tamar and actually be doing it to the beat.
No, I bet I body roll regardless. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I'm not.
And
I'm
then
not
he got he also, you know, just like that, let my people go. You know what I'm saying? You know, he get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I said, I don't think that the songs where the meat at is where he a heavyweight at, because you know, reaching, you know, even me, you know what I'm saying? I study a lot, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no scholar, and I don't portray myself as one. But he lose me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he lose a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? Because that type of study is scattered all over the place. He believes it's this, and another one believes it's that. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, so anything that is confusion on the other end, Babylon on the other end of it, right? You know, it could be throwing a big dent in the growth of the people. You see what I'm saying? Because this thing is simplistic. You start getting them letters, the words got 4 different meanings. He said mean this, and she said mean that. Yeah, he said it mean this. So it ended up being confusing, and that's just the truth. But us being a people is simplistic. You know what I'm saying? So Rabbi as an artist, and you know, his studies is, you know, it's honorable because the Most High got it in his heart for a reason. But that ain't where he highlighted at on the music. And I don't think he got no lot of music like that. He got a lot of down to earth samples where he just flowing, you know what I'm saying? Right. And he's cold with the samples. So but then we know his research and his studies, because he hit me every other day with a breakdown on something, you know what I'm saying, every other day. So his heart is drawn to that, you know what I mean? And that's by the Most High, you know, that our mind is drawn to certain other people. It's another one that's drawn to history. You can't stay out the history book, you know what I'm saying? So it all play a purpose. But his highlight is he a true MC, and he rides the beat. That's his highlight, and he creative with it. Just like that, Let My People Go song, and a whole bunch of other of them. I can't call him right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? But he real creative, and I give him a 10. Everybody on the list is a 10. Go ahead.
So up next is Truth Music. This song is called Every Day I Wake Up, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
So the Cause every day I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie, and you just add a fuel to the fire. Cause every day I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie, and I'm just giving word to the why. Cause every day I wake, brush my teeth, wash my face, I don't get high anymore. Spiritual wake and bakes, yeah. Spiritual wake and bakes, told the Yah for the day, eat everything on my plate. It's all great, eggs, waffles, and the orange juice. They rather see me dressed in an orange suit. They rather see me not wake up at all. But I'm up with the sun like a beach ball, yeah. and everything gon' be okay. I know for sure, cause Yahweh woke me up to see another day, another way. Building up my resume, the day gon' be a special day. I'm deaf to what I hate to say. So deep breathe in the breath of life, cause you don't know, you can breathe your last breath tonight. And if I breathe my last breath tonight, at least I can say it's the day I woke up and did it right. I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie. And you just added fuel to the fire. Cause every day I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie. And I'm just every day. Life what you do, let's fly. Fishing, your disease, malignant, all no signs of any progress. His interest, no signs of lack of knowledge. He's up, but he's not conscious. Eyes open, but he's blinded, close-minded. He's on the search for truth, but he can't find it. What it is to know, yeah, you walk into new life. He calls me to change. Oh, things are put away. I put my hands up to the sky. I thank you for another day, cause I'm alive. The devil is a lie. What it is to know, yeah, you walk into new life. He calls me to change. Oh, things are put away. I put my hands up to the sky. I thank you for another day, cause I'm alive. That's word to the wise. Every day I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie. And you just adding fuel to the fire. Cause every day I wake up, I lift my head to the sky. Now let me tell you why. Cause every day I wake up, yeah, the devil is a lie. And I'm just giving word to the why. Cause every day I wake up.
Again, that was Every Day I Wake Up, Truth Music. So actually, there was a video that Truth Music did with Spider the Chief called "Break It Down," and I didn't have an audio for that. I kind of wish that that was part of the nominees for best video. Now I'm thinking about it in hindsight, but anyway, but yeah, I like Truth Music. I think that they are as non-messianics, right? So we harp a lot about that division, which I don't care about it. Like, in fact, I listen to a class of non-messianics almost every Sabbath, and I learn a lot. You know what I'm saying, from the understanding of the Tanakh. So, but I look at True Music in the same way. So we didn't even know that they was non-messianic until they came on the show and said it, and then they had collaborated with somebody, and the person found out that they was non-messianic and separated themselves from them. So, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know why I mentioned that, but I think that that's another form of being creative, is not being stuck in your understanding. Like, the process of perfection is an ongoing thing, and you know, we try to spirit by the spirit. If it ain't on nothing, then we keep it moving, but we don't shun it. You know what I'm saying? We don't shun people based off of what we think we know. That's another form of pride. And most I say he hates pride. It's one of the 7 things he hates, a prideful look. So shout out to them for collaborating openly and for even being creative in their music. And I look forward to them putting out more work. I'm not sure if they are busy in the studio or what, or just busy being married, but I look forward to them, bringing out more work. But I would give them an 8 in this category.
Yeah, I would give them a 9 in this category because the songs that they put together do have some creativity. All music has some creativity, and of course, there's levels to it. But I'm gonna give you another sports analogy. Yeah, this is how I just like to explain stuff lately. But we know how Steph Curry left the ball. He left the ball pretty basic, and it still gets 2 points. But the way Kyrie left the ball is particularly amazing, and I think that's when I talk about creativity. in trying to make these 2 points, a lot of people try to make they make it so intriguing to watch, or intriguing to listen to in this understanding. But I give them a 9 just off of, because they do have really, really good songs, and they do have a creative process. But when it comes to creativity, I think of guys like Spider and Panay, who at sometimes may be hard to understand, but they like Paul. But the difference is that they won't you can't stumble and fall by because Peter said Paul was hard to understand, and for some it may cause them to stumble for the most part. And but with these guys, they may be hard to understand for some people, but you still get something out of it. You still get a spiritual understanding out of it. Maybe the hook name, maybe the name of the name. I mean, maybe the hook or the name of the song or a particular bar. Some understanding being there, but they so creative that sometimes it goes over our head because we have to really sit down and understand it. Like Paul, like when people learned about Paul from church, completely, we thought he was contradicting himself. He completely told us something. And then once we understand that he had one mission and one goal, but he was talking to different people, trying to show this truth to a bunch of different people in different situations. And, we only getting one side of the story. So that's always going to be hard to understand. But once we understood that, then we understood that Paul was for the Most High. He wasn't going against the Most High. So this is just to throw that out there. But when I think of creativity, I give them a 9 because their songs is really, really, really good. And I do understand why you give them 8, but I give them a 9 because their songs are really good. But when it comes to creativity, Panay and brothers like Spider, they kind of take over.
Yeah. So that 9 too, but one thing they make him in white real good dude. Y'all clearly understand. That earlier nation of people with different beliefs. But you keep reading the book, he gonna bring all the confusion or bring balance to an end. And I think Big L understand that, man. So he is able to do songs with Messianic brothers, and that's big, man. That's to be commended. And he a young brother. And him and Spider the Chief did a song. Really, really dope, with a really, really dope video to it too. I gotta find that and put that on my video playlist. Cause it's a lot of work being done, man. And they part of it. Because him and his wife had, let's say the Most High put in their heart to do that truth, that all the way up challenge, which sparked some stuff off. Attention to them. And, I think he adamant about searching out what the Most High want for him. And he's a very little brother from what I see. You know what I'm saying? I'm eager to meet up with him, man. I met a lot of brothers I really want to sit down and chop it up with Big L. But, y'all body, what he was saying when he came with that. And I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if there's no such thing as a non-Messianic, right? Everybody waiting on the Messiah. The book tell us that. So, we hear it till we find out what's going on. But until then, we don't. Well, we got to return to statue. So.
Yeah, I was trying to find that the video. I just named it and I just clicked it off. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, what I said was called, John. Do you remember what I said it was called? The video he did with Spider did with Truth Music. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep moving like that didn't happen. All right, so up next is Hadassah Queen O, and this song was called Rightful Ruler. This is actually a fun song. I really want y'all to listen to the lyrics. And as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
reggae music, warm me up when you're feeling cold.
I know you like those lattes on a real cold day. Hit them with almond milk, but there's sugar in that drink. Too much for your body, too much for your blood to take. And I warned you a long time ago to make this change. Health complications could be coming down your way. So what will you do? What answer will you say? Will you keep making excuses or will you obey? You tried to stop before, but it was in your own strength. You say it's not a big deal. Like, what's it to ya? But I need you to be healthy. You're the right ruler. You say you want the next level. Your body is the mover. And I need you to be at your very best. Why? Because you are the right. I know you love them chips sauce on your fingertips, but they serve no health purpose for you. Time to let them rip. Crunch, crunch, late night process is what it is. You're snacking too much, and I want to see everything in balance or an alternative, but it's every other day. That's too excessive. Gave you dietary instructions to function, but you pushed them to the side and always making up something to feed that flesh, even if it's not the best. I say you trying, but I need you to confess that you need help so I can deliver, so you can keep your heart beating strong, no shiver, because you are the right. When can I eat up in this love? When can I eat up in this love? They tryna kill me with GMOs. I need to buy some land and grow my own. Put some veggies, eat that big up. When can I eat up in this love? They tryna kill me with GMOs. I need to buy some land and grow my own. Put some veggies, eat that big I want to give a shout out to my mother, Mama T, for growing her own food, and for everyone else who's doing the same. Live long because you are the
Massive, you have to bring that one back. Go get a bag of chips and maybe a latte. Oh
my gosh, bro, you joking, right?
Hey man, that was Rightful Ruler. That was Hadassah Queen O, and yeah, I hope y'all caught the message in that one. But yeah, Hadassah Queen O, she's another one that is in her basic version, she is an MC. You know what I'm saying? But then she's able to be creative with the beats and with the sounds and all of that. And that was the first reggae song I've heard. Well, I'm saying reggae air quote song I heard from her. But even in that, and that's from her Black and Brew EP. But even when when people know you as a certain kind of style, but you still continue to evolve from that, that's to be commended. And even in the message that she brought forth on that particular song. So we have been talking about like doctrines and different understandings that we have within the body. There's a doctrine around right now that that we shouldn't eat meat, right? So she's even, she ain't really addressing that per se, but she is kind of talking about that in that song. So even addressing, subjects that might be divisive, or just like John did years ago with the Ahaya song, right? That was like groundbreaking, you know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of flack from it, but it was necessary, you know what I'm saying? And I look forward to what you're going to bring out in that Just and Unjust John Redemption 7 coming out January 21st. But that's the kind of music we even need, because a song might might break somebody's spirit. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way, because it's not like who's right, who's wrong. But even if you address a controversial topic, if you can't talk about it with somebody face to face, and everybody knows Facebook is aggravating, if you can't figure it out from there, you get a song to come along to kind of address it in a way that might be easier to understand. Speaking about Paul, it might be easier to understand through the airways. So anyway, but yeah, she's definitely creative. I'm not sure if she's on a hiatus or what's going on, but I think in the concept of most creative artists, I would probably give her an 8. I mean, I think she's good at what she does, but I wouldn't, again, in the with the people that she's up against, not up against like competition. Because I know Hebrews waiting to attack us about that, saying we So we ain't not saying that. I'm just saying in the category that we have here, I would give her an 8. So.
Right. But see, this is what I don't get about the Hebrews. When they hear the word competition, they start cringing. Right. But you the home of the truth. Wait a minute, you the home of the truth. So that's very competitive, because there's a lot of homes out here, but your home is the home of the truth. So now I have to say, my home is the home of the truth. And now what are we doing? Competing on whose house is the house of the truth. Or I got the true name. Well, I got the true name. Now we are competing on who got the real name. So there's a lot of hypocrites. There's a lot of hypocrites. And would it be because your music is not that good, you get upset because you got an 8 and this brother got a 10. Now you upset. And we're nobody. We didn't do that. Our vote count as nothing. But now you upset and saying we shouldn't compete. When the Most I say play skillfully upon the harp. He didn't say play anything and I'm gonna accept it. So we are in a consistent competition, whether we like it or not. And the thing is, when we are promoting that, even though we are competitive, we making it where we competing and encouraging each other to be better. And a little competition improves you. Well, imagine if Jordan was playing against a bunch of 2-year-olds. How would he get better? Or how would he step his game up? It wouldn't be fair. You know what I'm saying? So you should want to compete against your brother in a friendly competition to improve your skills. How do you know where you stand if you never in a competition? So that when people be killing me with that whole this ain't no competition. Life is a competition. We competing to get into this kingdom. We competing for everything. Everything is at arms right now. We need to be armed up and ready. Just to throw that out there. And by the way, our vote don't count for nothing. So just because we say you was a 4.5, that don't mean that you are a 4.5. That means we in our ears hear a 4.5, but somebody in somebody else's ears may hear a 20. I don't know. But it doesn't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. And I know that when brothers hear a dope track, what do? They go right to the booth. They say, "Oh, I'm about to kill that track." And is that evil? No, that's not evil. That's being competitive. But do he hate that brother? He shouldn't. He shouldn't. But yeah, I get it. I get it since the 8 too. I haven't heard. Like I say, everybody have a creative level. But when it comes to creativity, I try to make the threshold at Panah, because this guy is he's just ridiculous. I've been saying it for years that he's on a whole nother level with it. And I always imagine, like, if we had the same type of backing of the industry, like how would people be able to influence the world? And I think Panah will be one of the greater influences. Like when Kanye West came out with that Jesus Walk, we didn't even realize this Negro was talking about Christ. Like, we realized it, but we was jamming so hard to it that we didn't care that he was talking about Christ. And people banged that song. When we heard it, we didn't turn it off. We were like, oh, this kind of dope. So it was, I think Panah has that same type of spirit where he can turn songs that people normally wouldn't listen to and make it very fun and entertaining. And he just has an overall creative process about him, just, when you're just kicking it with it. Like, so, I get a sister at 8, and it's okay to compete. We all in competition. The thing is, are you competing to the death against your brother? Or are you competing to make both of y'all better? So it's levels to competition. But at the end of the day, you know how, you know, Muni Leagues, you know, we all compete out there in the football field, ramming our heads together with the hammer zone. And at the end of the game, they made sure we shook hands. So we think we need to do that too. We need to make it where these brothers I mean, we do make it that way, where we saying that everybody has a gift and an avenue. We just trying to bring some form of encouragement and entertainment in a form of music. That's it. So, yeah. But I guess I'm gonna have to say this whole spiel again. But anyways,
right?
Yeah, I get it.
Because I'm glad you said that, because we should be competing within ourselves, if nobody else. You know what I'm saying? We should never be satisfied. Like, I'm straight, I'm good. No, that's the worst thing you could tell yourself is you're straight. You're not straight. So even if we don't understand that, but yeah, the platform is for everybody. You know, and some people are not good, and I think that's okay. It's okay to say, like, I don't listen to everybody. I don't think every music artist, I don't think every song I hear is the greatest. I don't. And I'm not going to lie, it's just speak truth to your neighbor. So we shouldn't be lying to each other like, yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gift, just like everybody shouldn't be a teacher, everybody should not be doing music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different gifts, and it's hard to understand that, but there's a scripture that talk about boasting in a false gift. If that ain't your gift, then, you know, do something else. It's fine. It's plenty to do. The harvest is ripe, the labors are few. There's plenty to do. So, so that's the point. And like we said, we ain't none of us getting paid anyway. So it don't matter. Ain't like somebody slipping me no money. Like, girl, put me on the radio. Like, I ain't nobody. I'm a mother. I'm a widowed mama with 3 boys. I don't have nothing. So everything we've done, we give. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to open it up for everybody. But we exist to encourage y'all, and so you either like it or you lump it. My father used to tell me that, like it or lump it. So I'm gonna continue with that. Okay,
no, man, great words. You know, it ain't about no competition, and we try to reiterate that. I think since Tamar did a whole speech about it at the beginning of like the last show. This ain't about that, but this about being a people. You know what I'm saying? Having a platform where you can come and see new and meet new artists. You know, like I said, my 10 or my 12 or my 8 or my 9 that I might give somebody, it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you believe in you, then ain't nobody can stop you. Ain't nobody stopping the gift the most I gave you, you know, to go forward with, man. You can do donuts in that lane, man, and not go outside the line. So it ain't even about that, but we hope you found out about a new artist, and we hope you go investigate that Hebrew artist. It ain't about pointing the fingers and this stuff. It's about building us up as a people. And so understand that you don't have to turn on the radio because to the increase of knowledge and truth, we got all of it. You go to the website 2NKT, the number 2, letter NKT.com, and go to the link. The tab where it says link with the artist. And we got all the artists there. These artists got multiple albums. We got links directly to where their music is. So we can separate ourselves. All the Hebrews can be bumping Hebrew music and don't know nothing about Lil Wayne's new release. See, that can happen because it's enough work out there. And like I said, like John said, man, you know, Lady Gaga was kind of weird, but that was to John. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? John don't make up the population. You see what I'm saying? We know somebody liked it, Lady Gaga, because she blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Billions of dollars.
Right. So everybody, you know, different people do different styles. Some people is appreciated more over here than other people being appreciated more over here. Me, myself, I like old school hip hop. I like bars that, you know, make you think. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in a competitive way, like, oh, he snapped. Gotta get that. So, you know, man, it ain't about judgment, man, but we sure hope that the work that you understand that the work that's being done is to the increase knowledge of truth radio. And I say this as the head of the radio station saying, look, we only promoting the people. We're not asking nobody to do it. When this show started, 3 commercials ran. Nobody paid us to run them commercials. These commercials was about gathering the people together. See, so it's that pointing the finger thing. Is that in our doctrine, we are being taught to oppose one another, but that's contrary to the plan that we see in the book. The book say the people have to come together, then do the fight, then we win. You know what I'm saying? It goes on, and that's what the book says. So we just got to fall into that plan, stop pointing the finger at one another, stop worrying about anything, man. These 8s and 9s and 10s and all that, you just saying our opinion on the music or on the artist and their creative role or whatever. That it don't mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? If it was up to me, we would be playing British music right now, but that's not gonna happen. No clashing clowns. No clashing clowns on not on the radio station. But like I said, but just like since Tamar obsessed with Britain and everything going on over there, everybody is drawn to everything that they drawn to. Because I'm like, why would me and my mind, I'm like, why would an Israelite want to go to Britain? Why wouldn't they want to go to Israel? But, like I said, who am I, man? You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but everybody is drawn, and that's not, and so Tamar spoke on that earlier, man. It's a spirit to oppose one another. But, man, the book says exhort one another. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, I see that's your gift. That's your gift. I rap. John makes amazing albums and rap and do all this thing. You know what I'm saying? I exhort him in that. I tell him that. I throw him an 8 too. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Nice. Wow. Album killer. You know what I'm saying? So, because we love hip hop, and I know he love hip hop because I hear it in his bars, because he ain't just, he's fitting in the way he got to fit in, but, I see that he could flow and he got bars, you know what I'm saying, metaphors and wordplay, all this stuff, in John Rhymes. But we just be honest about it, and that's it, you know what I'm saying? And really what we want to do is introduce you to this big family that you got. You see what I'm saying? These artists that, we know we playing artists that you ain't heard before. And we offer an avenue to link you with them artists that you ain't never heard before. And they may be right there in your area. And you may could throw a show or have them perform at some of your gatherings or do something with these brothers and sisters in your area. Because it's about becoming a people. And this what this avenue, this radio station thing is about, man. It's not about, menorahs and incense burning and 6-point stars all over the place. It ain't about none of that. This is all about being a people and bringing the people together. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you do dress like Moses, to talk like Moses. Man, that's cool. The Most High drawing your heart to want to know that for a reason. And I'm not against whatever reason he purposed my brother to do. You see what I'm saying? He didn't purpose me to do it because I'm a real simple dude, man. When he ends up in confusion, that's tabernacle. And I know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sticking with the simplicity of it, but that don't make me not love my brothers for whatever the Most High drawing their heart to do, because it's there for a reason. You see what I'm saying? I hated algebra, but there's somebody else that loved it. Like they couldn't wait to figure out what the letter was changed to. It wasn't me. So we talk about accepting ourselves as a nation and being humble and walking humble before the Most High. And the spirit to oppose one another is on all of us. We always looking for something to point out to somebody else. We got the law that convicts. That's why we become a multitude of counselors when we say, hey, man, you should not run up and down among your brothers as a tale battle. That's the law. So, we all saying it, then we all on one accord. So we got instructions of our own. We don't need to be pointing the finger at one another. Ain't nothing going on over here. But we hope, work that we hope that the Most High can smile upon. Like my brother Miles pray over the radio station all the time and say, man, look now on this work that we're doing. and smile on it, man. Bless it and bring it forth. Back to the Hadassah. 10. I know I went off into a thing, but 10 for Hadassah. She always super creative. Right back, hit me in the inbox. The reggae feel on point. I was laid back, grooving to it, cutting me a piece of cake, and I think Hadassah is a heavy in the truth music. A heavy. How you?
Amen. So up next is Toria. This song is called "What's in a Name." I like to think of this song as the female version of John's Ahaya years ago. Anyway, as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go. That song was called "What's in a Name," and yeah, she was nominated for the category, and I think I understand why. Primarily because she does spoken word, she got jazz going on in the background, but that's not why I personally like her in this category. I like her in this category. Well, I understand why she's in this category, at least from my perspective, because she is another one. She's like rap by to me, in that they both talk about topics that are or can be perceived as controversial, or not just controversial, but like next level type stuff. And she does that a lot. Even in her common conversation, she's always talking about that. So she's not limited by a current understanding. And I think this song is I think a great example of her project about. And the album is called Ascension, which that's a great choice of a word for a title, because the tracks from the song reflect that. But this what's in the name thing, it's I have my personal understanding of what his name is, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because even in that song, she's talking about the character. So anyway, that's creative. Is addressing something that could be perceived as controversial in a way that still is received, even in her delivery. Like, I can't imagine her being offensive, because even the way in which she delivers is soft and it's mellow and smooth, and you can get it. And that's being creative, because everybody don't respond to the same kind of a person. Like, as we do the work that we're doing, even locally here in Cleveland, that's something that I want us all to be mindful of, and that, when we meet people and stuff, that we, be fishers of men, be hunters of men, be very, like, strategic in what we say to them. And that's what I hope everybody is doing. So we're not, taking a stance of yelling at people, or taking a stance of, we're going to open the book and talk about Hebrew, but just meeting people where they are, and delivering a message to them. I think Toriya does that very well. So I'll give her a 9.
I just want to throw this out there. I didn't realize that the last sister who went was Hadassah, Queen O.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, I didn't realize that was her. So I want to change what I give her? Like an 8?
Yeah, no, a 9.
Oh, no, I want to change it to a 25.6 because I didn't know that was Hadassah, Queen O. All right, but it's good, sister. I like this song, and I do. I said it before, that I think more sisters need to be more open. It was a situation with not to turn this to the brewing pot real quick, but it was a situation with a sister. She was 16, and she said she wanted to be married. And she wasn't saying that she wanted to be married in the future. She was saying she wanted to be married right now. And, we know how dangerous that can get when young sisters, very nice looking sister, she's in the truth, but her parents are not in the truth. So there's not really too much guidance, and her father's nowhere around. So we know how dangerous that can be. And for sisters to speak on situations like that, understanding, don't put yourself in situations like that, because somebody's going to inbox her, and she may be influenced. I remember a situation where a brother and his wife end up going to jail for many years. I didn't get any updates on what's going on to this point, but they ended up going to jail, and the reason being, for the most part, was because this man wanted their younger daughter. So people like this sister we just listened to, we need more sisters who can speak on truth and be more teaching tools with the music to the young sisters, because it's pretty dangerous out here being a woman. I watched Dave Chappelle real quick. Dave Chappelle's new thing on Netflix, and he mentioned that. Yeah, and it was a real dope part where he said, he was doing a comedy show for a bunch of drug dealers, and at the end of the show, because they was trying to clean their money up, at the end of one of the shows, they ended up getting him $25,000. He had it in his book bag. He said he never felt more paranoid and unsafe before in his life because he had all his money. But he said it was more. He said he used that to think of a woman. He said, he made a joke and said if they would have gave him something else in the backpack pertaining to a woman, he wouldn't have took it, because how much more dangerous that is. And understand that our women become victimized, and they become victims, and they don't speak on it. And a lot of women don't know how. I was talking to a sister today, and she kind of tried to justify what happened to her, saying that, it made her stronger. But you can't not say, because it made you stronger, that that even if women be subject to it, it's okay. Because a lot of people don't get stronger. They get weak.
60 seconds.
And they deteriorate. And they die or they kill somebody else spiritually. So, I think more sisters need to be, with their music, you don't have to be subject to what you see these brothers doing. You do what you feel you should speak on. And speak on it. Because truth music is life music.
Hallelujah. Thank you, John.
Hallelujah. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. That was awkward. Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, I did tell y'all 10, man. Even her whole album, Ascension. That's good music, man. And she got a beautiful voice. And she puts the music in creatively. I mean,
10 seconds.
The music creatively, and the message ain't just, you know, it ain't basic messages. She's doing a great job. I give her a 10.
Right.
Okay, so last but not least is who is this? Eliyahu Yisrael, and this song is called Hologram. And as always, listen to the lyrics here.
Holograms aren't just beautiful and fascinating. They have a certain high-tech mystique about them. Well, stay tuned to have the mystery revealed. Holograms are simply layered variations of an image, each one.
I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Oh, hold up, it's not me. I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Wait, hold up, it's not me.
I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, when I told the truth, I put my hand right through it. Man, I knew it. Yeah, but I had a feeling. That question stacked it to the ceiling. Like, something ain't right. It's more than life. Let's do something tonight. But after all that's done, I feel like crap. Mentally, emotionally, physically, it gets to me and sick of me, full of misery. And it's only cause life is a mystery. Am I the puzzle or the mystery? I don't know, but yo, it's time to go. I'm so confused, I'm so misused, I'm so abused. I just wanna be loved like you.
It was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Hold up, it's not me. I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Wait, hold up, it's not me.
I knew it was a hologram and never my reality. Yeah, when I told the truth, I put my hand right through it, and I knew it. Yeah, but I had a feeling, had questions stacked to the ceiling. Like, something ain't right. I was revealed truth in the life. After all the truth, I feel so right. Mentally, spiritually, physically, he gets to me, he sticks with me, God is into me, and I'm amazed with what he revealed to me. Revelation and the mysteries I overload. This way better than before. Yahshua, he makes me glow, he makes me grow. Stay low, coming at the puppet show. What's up?
I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Hold up, it's not me. I knew it was a hologram, never my reality. Yeah, hold up, it's not you. Wait, hold up, it's not me.
Stepping out my older state of mind. Yeah, fast forward, never roll. Yeah, hold up. I was lost for a very long time. Yeah, I realized I was living a lie. Yeah, I had the company. Y'all came in just to comfort me. I left my phone at my old home. 6 missed calls from Lucifer. What did he want from me? In the Bible I found in it. And my people, they sound different. Yeah, we're the same, but don't know. Looking for my people wherever I go. May not understand of what I'm saying. Cause you're a hologram. This is spiritual. It's a miracle. Yahshua saved me from the fear of you. I no longer want to get near to you. And I'm talking about the devil. Like I was under your spell and I went through hell, but you were never on y'all's level. Bow, hologram. In a hologram. In a hologram. I ain't in the hologram. No longer in the hologram. Yeah, I'm worshiping the Son of Man. You were never on y'all's level.
Again, there was Hologram, that was Eliyahu Yisrael, and yeah, he got 2 albums. One's called For the Remnant, and it's For the Remnant. So it's number 4, The Remnant, and the other one is For the Remnant, part 2. But yeah, but that's like the first true music song I heard that was like a house song. So That's an example of a song you can body roll to. You can go, body roll real fast. Knew it was a holiday. You can like kind of wind in the middle part of it. I don't know. Anyway, but
no.
Exactly. You can't do it real hard. You can do it. Okay, John. But he took risk. I think in his first project, because he newly into the truth. I think that thing dropped like August of 2017. But coming forth like that is another example of being yourself. So he could have been really conservative with his first release, but he didn't do that. Right. He went forth and is who he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably not one of the most well-known people. I think he was included in the Fresh Out the Water category, but y'all stay tuned for Eliyahu Yisrael. I think he is, he's talking about that fresh sound, you know what I'm saying, and people that's being created from the beginning like Panah was, you know what I'm saying. You just look out for him and support the brother work, you know what I'm saying, and what he's doing, and encourage him to keep going, because I hope true music continues to evolve. I hope it don't get stale. So anyway, for him in this category, I give him a 10 because he did it in his first project. So.
Yeah, just to point this out because you just mentioned it. I don't think truth music is. I think we leaving the staleness of what was there. I think we are evolving to this newer aspect of truth music, which is, like I say, which I think would be the reason why a lot of people tune in. A lot of people will tune in because you got brothers who are now instead of they not compromising the truth with the music, but they aiming at these brothers and sisters who are dealing or going through something, who are dealing with situations, and then you have people who could have versatility in their music, dealing with people who can, we need praise music, we need straight raw truth music, hitting on topics that we hate to even discuss in person, and I think a lot of brothers are doing that now. And I want to say this too: I'm not a big fan of Bruno Mars, but like every song I ever heard him doing, it was actually okay. Like I liked it. Like it wasn't, it was good. But I'm not like a fan. I'm not searching for his music. But when I hear it, it's not bad music. And I think, and a lot of brothers had that ability to do that type of music. And this is an example of that Bruno Mars type. Now, when I say hibbity hoppity, this is what I'm talking about. Hibbity hoppity. This is that hippity hoppity type hip hop. People call it pop music, but I don't call it pop music because of the lyrics in it, the passion in it, and the soul in it. Go ahead. What you say?
No, man. Timeout flag on the play, man. Small discrepancy. Really, man. It was really man. Man, like a young Andre 3000, man. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? And his ability to be creative, and through him, you know what I'm saying? Hearing the rhythm. And the patterns that's going through his mind and doing and let him out. And he makes a good song.
And that's a better example of
that's a good example
of him as an Andre 3000. But I'm gonna say something, man. Andre 3000 couldn't lose. He couldn't lose.
Right.
I mean, he did a cartoon, and the songs on the cartoon were chart toppers. So this guy couldn't lose. He just had the ability, and he just was in tune with it, and he was super creative. So you calling somebody Andre 3000 now? I ain't taking offense to it, but that's one of the guys right there.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's a big one. But I will agree though, he has that no characteristics to sound like that. And like I say, Bruno Mars is a really good artist. From the songs I heard him, and like he's not a flawless too. He's making a lot of money. Yeah, he's making a lot of money. Yeah, that guy's not that bad. But I'm not a fan of. I'm not looking for it. But when I hear it, I'll never turn it off. He's just good. So we bring an artist like that into the truth, and we have our heavy bass, we have our lyricists, we have our I'll say pop. I like to call it hibbity hop. We got the hibbity hop pop. You know, we got our poetry and poetry. We got our spoken word, and we got our cutthroats. We got our cutthroats. You know, they kind of fell back a little bit because of the stigma of how people perceive truth music should be. When that is ridiculous. You know, when I mean cutthroats, like we had our battle rapper type artists. You know, and Drano and Jarrell Israel, who were very, very, very good. Yeah, you know, I think because it wasn't, you know, this is what I think with a lot of artists why they disappeared, because they equate their views to sales. Just because you get 10,000 views don't mean you're gonna get 10,000 sales. So you know that's what a lot of brothers' issue probably come in at. I mean, even with some producers, you know, they even, you know, someone was kind of vocal that ain't nobody buying they beat. But, you know, I know that, you know, you putting your hard time and effort into it, it's going to pay off, but you just got to stay strong in it. And that's just my advice. And think of it like this. You seek the kingdom and all things should be added to you. So the more I know what you need. And so, and then, you know, because everybody ain't doing it for the same reason. And the most I can tell that, and some people get discouraged when they see that it ain't what they think it should be. I remember one time, real quick, I remember it was a brother, and he was kind of going against me. And brothers and sisters flooded his post. And he said this to me. He said, he was talking about me. You know, he was trying to disrespect me. But he said this to me. He said, man, you should be rich with all these people who support you. And I said, no, that ain't the case. You know, it's bigger than that. Because I'm doing something most high, and what I'm able to give, that doesn't always turn into dollar signs. So just to encourage brothers and sisters to stay at it. The reward at the end will be greater than what you think you should get right now.
All right. Good word. Yeah. 10. And I hope you're a young brother, and a lot of his music is super creative, just like that. And if he keep going, man, he'll be super brilliant, because he ain't in nobody's box, you know, in no kind of, you know, he's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And I love it. So 10 for me.
Yep. Well, boys and girls, that's it for tonight. Most creative artists. We're gonna put up the poll shortly in the Hebrew Hip Hop Awards. And then you can check it out. The poll will be up until this Sunday, January 14th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central. And next week's category is Single of the Year.
Well, the year. Well, we going off for our year or the Gregorian calendar?
Stop it,
Because we gotta wait. We got a whole lot of things.
I would say, I know that's always gonna be which year we talking about, but I would say from like fall 2016 up until now. I don't know. I mean last year, whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
So you know, from April to now, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yep. So single of the year, and then then we'll be back on that the following week. So our Hebrew Bar Heaven Radio, the show airs, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Please y'all can tune in for that. Did y'all have anything y'all wanted to say? To those who are traveling and will be in attendance this Saturday for the Great Awakening 2 concert, if you could, this might be weird, so just bear with me, but for the women, if you can get close to Mally, just pull his beard one time and say, this is from Sister Tamar, and I'll love you forever.
No, don't pull that brother beard.
No? Please?
No, that's the worst feeling on the planet.
It's glistening, though. It's nice and full and glistening. But anyway, pray I have a good time, you know what I'm saying, that it's going to be, and I hope that they get a chance to all sit down and build, and that movement continues as possible, because that brother is really doing some good work. All of it, everybody that's involved is doing good work, and they're willing. So I pray that they Most High bless them in their endeavor. So did y'all want to say anything before we get ready to close out?
yeah, peace and blessings, and don't be discouraged. And we all going through something, so stay strong. We all in the same boat. And as always, Google chat box. Always can't forget that.
And closing us out is going to be Dacia. The song is called Anything for You. So grace and peace to everybody. We love you, and until next time, be good to each other. Close out.
Stay strong. We all in the same boat. And as always, do the chat box. Okay, forget that.
Makes you feel alright. I'm the one that can hold you down. Whenever things go wrong, you know you rescue everybody. Love you and next time to be a you're strong.
Stay strong. We all in the same boat.
Anything for you, I do anything for you, I do anything for you, I do anything for you. I know you deal with everyday strife. We must remember the one that gave life. You gotta know that he's gonna do everything he can for you. Keep on trusting and believing, you never know. Anything for you, I do anything for you, I do anything for you, I do anything for you. You know 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 I do anything for you. Even when your time gets bad, even when you feel bad, it can move for you. Even when you feel low, not sure where to go, he'll be there for you. Even if you need to go, someone to hold your hand, he can walk away. Even if you feel down, no one else thinks around, he'll be there for you. So that's the time, da-da-da-da-da-da.